sick of those deep voice industry buzzwords. Let's actually talk about something fun. Swim baits. The issue is it's intimidating for most anglers to gain confidence in throwing something this big. At Clutch Swim Bait Company, our social media posts, our videos, and our website is all dedicated to helping you, the angler, gain confidence in throwing these big baits. Beginner to advanced, we provide you the products and resources to help you catch more game-changing fish. If you'd like to take your swim bait fishing to the next level, check us out on social media or at clutchswimbaitco.com.
Reliability. Yamaha is known for it. And it's something boaters value, because these days, few things are built to last. When we find something that is, we hold on to friendships, traditions, outboards, because every second on the water is sacred. If you count on having this time, you need an outboard you can count on to power it. That's why boaters choose Yamaha for the long run, for life, because reliability starts here.
What if you decided to compete, to truly be a serious competitor? To go against all others? Or are you so focused that everything else seems to just disappear? So, are you ready to compete? Don't give up.
Beautiful coastline, diverse waterways. It's a nature lover's dream. It's some of the best fishing in the country. It's New York State. Discover the possibilities in 7,500 lakes and ponds, 165 species of fish, and thousands of miles of coast to explore. Catch all the adventures waiting for you. Serenity or sport, it's easy to love New York. Plan your world-class fishing getaway at iloveny.com.
get out of here. Just tie a jig on this quick. guess it's a daggone smallmouth. Drone. Let's go sling a jig around. Yeah? Sounds like a good idea to me.
Hey, Paul, we're making a move.
We ain't going far, we may just slide right there. Just try that. I don't think I fished those yet.
Just gonna idle us up a hair.
Discover the Dakota Lithium DL Plus 135 amp-hour battery. With dual-purpose 135 amp-hour deep cycle capacity and an impressive 1,000 cold cranking amps, this innovative battery is equipped with even heat technology, allowing charging even in temperatures below 32 Fahrenheit, and boasts power gauge Bluetooth connectivity for real-time monitoring. Dakota Lithium, engineered to power your passion from bow to stern.
Champions, fish with Garmin.
That's me, sweetheart.
Whoa! For the second year in a row, the Bassmaster Classic finishes with a cherry on top. Finally, Christie conquers the Classic. Yeah, 2024 is Hamner time.
In the relentless pursuit of domination on the water, one name stands above the rest. TH Marine's Atlas Jackplate. The power behind Champions since 2007. The driving force that propels you to victory. More winners choose Atlas. For the fisherman who demands the best, Atlas delivers. Because every move counts. More winners choose Atlas.
boats, eat, sleep, fish.
New Mega Live Imaging shows you what's below in real time with edge-to-edge clarity and no gaps in coverage, all so you can turn must-watch detail into non-stop action. Only from Humminbird. Gear that just plain works. Cast after cast after cast. Aftco. Any fish, any water.
Have you considered purchasing new electronics for your rig? The type of mounts you choose to protect your investment should be part of the decision-making process. No matter if you prefer 1, 2, or 3 graph mounts up front, Beatdown Outdoors has a solution for you. Adjustable, versatile, rigid, and made in the USA. What's your ultimate electronics setup? Check out the full selection of Beatdown Outdoors products, and remember, you can't beat a beatdown.
When there's miles of water in front of you and hundreds of feet below, you need a boat with the chops to dominate, no matter the conditions. With the strength and technology to overcome the elements and the competition. Ranger Boats, still building legends, one at a time.
In 2009, it all started with this 721 Pro XP and a passion to build the best fishing platform in design, performance, and construction for all of our customers. Through the years, motors have changed. Electronics have changed. But the passion to build the best bass boat possible has not changed. Everyone at Phoenix believes we got it right the first time.
Oh, I had it again. Yep. Come on, wind, blow. Blow hard. Give me a shot at a big one. white bass or perch. There's the bass. Bless you. About 15 to 20 more minutes of this and we gone. I hate this kind of fishing, Hunter. I hate it. If I catch 1-4 and then get back to the largemouth.
Little smallmouth. Stupid smallmouth. Although I honestly don't know how little he might be.
be. He might have been a good one. Pike. I guess.
Take it, why don't you?
Yeah, I guess a pike. I don't know. I guess that was a pike, you know? Because it wasn't a smallmouth doing that. That jig was very good to me. Sad to see him go. But maybe we need a new one to get something started here, you know?
Welcome into on-location coverage, and part of the joy of on-location coverage is you really get to feel and taste the environment we're fishing in, and right now we got a little storm rolling through here, a little bit of rain. The final day of competition, we were supposed to be already up the road, but we extended our event because one day was canceled due to bad weather. So it is Championship Monday here in the great state of New York, Plattsburgh, New York. Discover Plattsburgh, a great host community here this week. And we have had an incredible event. A lot of the preconceived notions coming into this event did not pan out. A much different event. Largemouth, a much bigger player this time around. And this incredible playing field that is Lake Champlain always seems to deliver. And I am joined by my personal, the nice thing about being on location is you feel it and everything and the sense what's going on, but you get personal umbrella holders. I feel like I thought Diddy made it when he had an umbrella holder. Maybe shouldn't have brought that up, but I am joined by Trey McKinney right here, and I appreciate you holding the umbrella because as soon as you walked up here, the rain started, and that's kind of the tail end of your season, unfortunately.
Yeah, it started to rain here pretty lately, but hey, look at us. We're good right now. We got the umbrella going. It looks like it's starting to clear off, so we're going to have some good weather here pretty soon.
Life is good. You've got one event left to go this season, and unofficially, a brand new leader in Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year. JT Tompkins snuck ahead of you by 1 point. The friendship Are we going to have problems when we get to the St. Lawrence River if it doesn't work out in your favor?
You know, I mean, it's kind of hard to say because I told him, I was like, it was kind of unexpected because I really thought I was going to catch him. So I was like, I got 25 points to spare at least. I can hold my ground. And then when I got in, I look at him, he's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, okay, it's all right. We're just going to go. It's pretty well an even playing field. I mean, I wish it was on a largemouth lake somewhere down south. But, it's still an even playing field. We're just going to go kind of duke it out, see what happens. And, it kind of is what it is. I'm honestly looking forward to the next year and just kind of that fresh start and going in and letting all these things that we've had going on this year just kind of realize, like, hey, we got to have these little things going, have a good year next year, and it's going to be fun.
Do you think he really was sorry?
No, it's it's an expression. It makes you feel better inside, and I like that he done that. But we're gonna go duke it out, and we worked really good this year. Honestly, like all these lakes have been really good of us working together. So, it's good.
We've seen a lot of you this season on Championship Day. Not this time, and I thank you for joining us, but let's have a look at our top 10 that made it through to Championship Monday. I used to say the very rare Championship Monday, but this is our third Championship Monday of 2024. But let's start it off with an angler who's a former Classic qualifier, even won an event in the kayak series this year, Yamaha Midday Report, and we'll kick it off with Greg DePalma from Millville, New Jersey. Got a lot of experience on this body of water, and was after day one was sitting in second place. But that big largemouth bite that seemed to have propelled some of these guys, does that shock you, Trey?
Honestly, it really doesn't. Like on one of these lakes like this, that if you actually have a lot of knowledge on this place where you can actually have that safety bag of smallmouth and then go catch a big largemouth. And that's if anything, you see any kind of pictures of any kind of big bags, tournaments have been won here, it's 4 smallmouth and 1 5.5, 6 pound largemouth. So that's kind of the dream bag, kind of the bag that everybody's looking for, but it's super hard to get unless you have that one good key area.
We've had a different leader every single day of competition. Our day 2 leader, the Zaldangerous one, Chris Zaldane, an 8-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, doing a lot of his damage with a big swim bait with a unique story. Obviously, Aaron Martin's, the final Bassmaster event he won was right here. The final competition event he had was right here. He's using a bait that him and Aaron played paper, rock, scissors for or something when they were in Japan to see who got to bite it, who got to buy it. And Chris Zaldane is using that 10 years later and may just pull off a victory here today. 71 pounds, 12 ounces. He is a lot of fun to watch on live.
Absolutely. I mean, it seems like every day when I was going by, I would see him there at the cut, and sometimes he'd even catch one. So absolutely, that's a pretty cool. Even with the bait, I mean, that's an awesome story.
Great story. And speaking of big stories, what a story we got going into next week. People used to say that Patrick Walters, not a smallmouth guy. Well, he weighed in the biggest winning weight of smallmouth bass ever last year on the St. Lawrence River. We're going there next week. But he was cautious to say, I'm not worried about next week. I'm worried about today. He knows how rare these opportunities are. He's a 5-time Bassmaster winner and currently in 8th place with 72 pounds and 3 ounces.
I think that's a lot better right there.
Yeah, that's what we got our umbrella situated here. We are dealing with some stuff here, but we'll hold it together. Just like Trey's holding together the tail end of his season. Patrick Walters, an incredible angler and part of our top 10. But a guy who we haven't seen a lot of this year, but it's hard to believe. He's only been on the Elite Series 1 year, already an Elite Series title, and a 2-time Bass Nation National Champion, Will Davis Jr. Pretty young guy, but he started saying, I got to try keeping up with these kids. You're making a lot of young men feel old, Trey.
I mean, I guess this year was an exception. This year has been crazy. We got Guy in the top 10. Robert's a really good dude. I mean, John Garrett this year. I mean, it's been pretty crazy, and I think, like somebody said the other day, is pretty well all 9 of the rookies are in the top Classic cut. So, I mean, that's an awesome deal and then this year to bring. I don't really know. I forget, there's quite a few guys coming up this year through the Opens that are really dangerous. So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes forward.
Doesn't get any easier here in the Bassmaster Elite Series. But Will Davis Jr.'s already made history being the only back-to-back Bass Nation national champion, and I wouldn't bet against him doing it 3 in a row. He truly is a phenomenal angler. He comes from a fishing family. His dad, Bill Davis, famous for making a lot of lures. And have you got a chance to spend much time with Will?
I have not. I mean, I've heard of him, you know, every once in a while on the bag line, say hey, something like that, but I've never had that kind of contact together to talk as like a friendship-wise. Patrick Walters, I've talked to him quite a bit. Super good dude, very dangerous. He's a very good fisherman, very, very. It's kind of one of the guys I look up to. He's really good with a jerkbait. Ever since I seen him on Fork and what he done there, I was like, that was one guy that I always had to watch. You know, when I got to see him and kind of talk to him in the weighing line, it was really cool.
Jacob Fouts, what a season he is having, his breakout season on the Bassmaster Elite Series. After a year ago, at this time of the year, he was concerned about being relegated out of the Elite Series. Not anymore, a whole different level of concern, and that is for Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year race. Unofficially in 3rd place in that race right here, and man, he has had just a incredible season from start to finish.
Absolutely. Actually, I was at Chipotle last night, and I was sitting there in line, and he was like kind of looking at me, and he had his jersey off, and I wasn't really paying attention, and JT come up and talked to him. I'm like, oh, what's going on, buddy? And then we sat there and talked or whatever, and we wished him good luck. But yeah, he was there at Chipotle last night. Super good dude. He's quiet, but he's really good dude.
You never know who you'll run into at the Chipotle.
Absolutely.
Took a win earlier this year. You did, and as well as he did. Corey Johnson, a 2-time Bassmaster winner, said that he was going to go catch 25 pounds of largemouth bass to me this morning. But I don't know, by looking at things, he might have just... is he fishing largemouth? What are we seeing?
I think that's pretty well brown right now.
Jesus, so you're saying my friend lied to me?
I'd say, you know, maybe he has a backup plan. Maybe he's just getting comfortable now, and then he's going to go whack some, like, mega largemouth.
It is unbelievable what him and his brother have accomplished in just 5 years on the Bassmaster Elite Series. Both of them over 20 top 10s. Multiple wins. Obviously, he's got 2. His brother's got 1, and today's not done, so we'll see.
Yeah.
And his brother is going to be a big problem for all you guys still trying to seal the deal on Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year next week.
Yeah, that's a really like, even if I was going to do good the other day and still be in the hunt like that, I mean, even being at St. Lawrence with him like a couple points behind, nah. You know, I don't want to be in that situation there. I mean, that's scary. It's unbelievable how good they are.
Corey Johnson made multiple top 10s already this year, but a guy fishing his very first championship day of 2024. Matt Robertson shouldn't be shocked. He made the top 10 here last year, and he said he was going to hammer him at the tail end of the season. And with one event into the last 2, he's definitely held his promise. Left the dock in 2nd place this morning. Currently in 4th place. What do you take from Matt Robertson that you can apply to your career, Trey McKinney?
You kind of, you know, make a statement, you know, you know, have that one thing that kind of separates you from the self, you know. He is a good dude. I know FXR and stuff. We kind of have shared a house at one of the ICAST, so I've got to talk to him, everything else like that. You know, very, you know, good dude. I haven't really got to talk to him a whole lot on a personal level, but he's a very good fisherman. I know Kentucky Lake's pretty close to my home lake. He's very good there. It's about 45 minutes from me. He wins a lot of tournaments.
You and Matt Robertson sharing a house, that's weird. The odd couple.
He was not sharing a house, more or less. He come over for dinner a couple nights, and then, yeah, he was,
He likes a free meal. He does like a free meal. This guy doesn't need a lot of free meals because, man, he is, I mean, he's been in contention of almost made the cut in his very first Elite Series event, which was before he even qualified for the Elite Series when we had Bass Fest. Then he qualified officially and almost won that event, got edged out by Rick Clunn on the St. Johns River. But Chris Johnson continues to punish them, and the question is, can he pull it off? Unofficially, he had pulled in within 14 points of Justin Hamner moving up to the St. Lawrence River. But today a critical day for him because he can lose points today and can't gain very much.
Absolutely, and that's like even on the third day. Third day's like brutal as well because you think about it, you're going in like 10th place, whatever else like that. But in a place like this is the only thing I don't have much experience up here, and the only thing I can see that I don't like is if you have like a little bit of an off day, you fall so far because there's not a whole lot separating yourself. So that's like one thing, even on the top 10 cut, I mean, 8, 9 points is huge on when you got only a 14-point lead on somebody. So it's especially, I mean, every day is important on smallmouth. It's just kind of hard because you got to catch those same 4 1/4s to 4 pounders, and even at St. Lawrence, 5 pounders, here we call it. So, yeah, smallmouth is tough for me because you can't get that one lucky big bite and just carry you through.
Robert G. fishing his 3rd final day of competition, and boy, when he makes the top 10, he doesn't just make the top 10, he threatens to win. He's been so close so many times. Are we going to see another rookie win here today, Trey?
You know, I haven't really looked at the weights a lot. I know he's catching a bunch of fish. Looks like he's in Mallett's Bay area right now. I mean, that's a really good area, a lot of big fish in there. Me and him was kind of fishing the same area, usually a starting spot. We both kind of shared it first of the morning, and it's kind of been off that last day. Yesterday it was pretty well. I think he only caught 1 there, and then he had to run up here to catch his fish, and I just didn't have much else. But yeah, it's honestly how many he's catching. There's always that chance of catching that solid 4 1/4 to 4 1/2 pound average, which is a big deal.
Well, he's had an incredible season, but another angler has had an incredible season, and he missed 2 events. Hard to believe this is just his 6th Bassmaster event and his 3rd final day. He's made we've had 3 championship Mondays this year. He's been in all of them. The barrister, Edward Loughran III. Is he going to lay the law on this body of water?
He's got a chance. I give him that. Fishing for a largemouth, like how he's doing right now. I know he's having a smallmouth right now, but out there on those kind of like rock veins, anything else like that, I mean, he could catch a 6-pounder right now. Like any next cast for him, how he's fishing could easily be another one of those big ones that he caught yesterday. So as you see that and has those odds, it's pretty hard to say what's going to go down, but he definitely has a really good shot.
Great shot, and he is our unofficial leader right now. 80 pounds and 8 ounces left the dock this morning with the lead. He has qualified for the Classic before and just missed a couple of events due to medical absence. Back here said, I did not want to miss the New York swing. Not fishing for any points, unfortunately, because I mean, if he doesn't miss those 2 events, I got to say it's his best season ever on the Elite Series.
Yep. Absolutely. Super good dude as well. I talked to him at, I think he made it at Harris Chain too, I think. And me and him got to talking back and forth, and super, really good dude.
A great man, and he's trying to hold it out for the mature anglers. 54-year-old Ed Loughran is your leader with 80 pounds, 8 ounces. As you can see, Robert G. right behind him, 80 pounds, 5 ounces. Chris Johnson was 78, 9. How many of those anglers right there do you think have a realistic shot of winning this afternoon, Trey?
I would have to see their overall weight of right now, like their actual bag size, because here there's a pretty well cap. Like anything over 20, that's like a day. Like, you know, like anything over that is a super good day. Now, Rob G, I'd have to see is like if how much he has over 20 right now to be accessible with Ed. Okay, and what about Ed? How much does he have?
Robert G has 19.8.
Oh, okay. See, like that's the deal. Like 19. And then to be 80 pounds, 5 ounces, and he's still in the lead with 16. You know, that's the hard thing to compare. Can it happen? Absolutely. But here, a 16-pound bag is very easy to get to 18. I feel like a lot of times because there's so many of those good, solid fish in here.
I mean, what happened to that brothership of the rookies? I mean, you're supposed to be back in your rookie.
Well, you know, that's one thing, like, 100%, I'm just on fishing for largemouth. Anything can happen. But I hope, I mean, Rob, I mean, that would be awesome if he's always been good to me. We've always, you know, go out and eat, stuff like that. It's always been fun.
Great fellowship here on the Bassmaster Elite Series. Now to Corey Johnston live. Lied to me. Told me he was getting 25 pounds of largemouth, and from what we've seen him, he's been smallmouth fishing, but maybe.
Got him. Is he sight fishing? Doc?
No giant, but he's a nice one.
This might be your largemouth.
Nope.
The whole Johnston family made the trip down. Mom, Dad, everybody here. Spreading butter tart love. I never knew in America there's no such thing as butter tarts. You never had a butter tarts?
No.
Oh, it is wonderful. Wonderful.
That's a good one. Sight fished him.
Well, a butter tart is, I mean, It's just a little piece of heaven in your mouth is what it is. It
just melts there, don't it?
Yeah, somebody says it's like a pecan pie, a little without the pecan maybe, but it's very sweet. I had one right before weigh-in yesterday, and I don't remember the first 20 anglers, I got to be honest. Totally checked out. Corey Johnson holding up to his word and catching a few largemouth, but let's head over to a man more slick than an ugly stick. Matt Robertson told me this morning he believes he could outswim a shark. Not sure if that's true at all, but
it's kind of impressive how many he's caught, like 20 pounds a day off docks. I mean, that's kind of like that is very impressive. Like, you can say, like, okay, is he just knowing the right docks, or does it have a little bit of, like, you know, just getting those right bites? But that is very impressive on these, especially since the docks are pretty well. It's pretty easy to see which one the docks are the best one, so a lot of people hit them. So that's impressive.
In this lake, I thought there should be close to 4.5 or 5.
Skinny. That's been a big thing this week, is how skinny they were. You can catch like a real long one, barely weigh anything.
That will not be a problem next week.
No, them things are like.
Matt Robertson left the dock this morning in second place, chasing down his first Elite Series victory. He's got a win in the Opens. Matt Robertson would love to get it done here today.
It's kind of odd for a southern boy from Kentucky Lake to come up here and do well, but these northern lakes, man, they really seem to fit my style, fit how I like to fish. Oh, dang. Last minute 5-pounder, baby. Oh, yeah. Is that a coal? Is that a coal, baby? Oh, yeah, it is. I'm Matt Robertson, and one thing you may not know about me is I'm a married man. So sorry, ladies, you're gonna have to stay away from me. I bet you my wife really appreciates that, don't she?
Discover the Dakota Lithium DL Plus 135 amp-hour battery. With dual-purpose 135 amp-hour deep cycle capacity and an impressive 1,000 cold cranking amps, this innovative battery is equipped with even heat technology, allowing charging even in temperatures below 32 Fahrenheit, and boasts power gauge Bluetooth connectivity for real-time monitoring. Dakota Lithium, engineered to power your passion from bow to stern.